So that's the end of July. Let's have a look back on the month. So I started off strong coming out of June. I was in a big grind season. Work, YouTube video editing, repeat. And I went into July with this attitude, but then it started to fall off towards the end. Let me explain. So for the first 3 weeks of July, I was working my shifts, and then when I got back or in the morning before the shift, I would do my video editing before I went to work. And this was a good system. And in fact, in mid-June, I did most of my batch recordings before I did 5 full days worth of shifts later on in the month. So I feel like it's pre-burnout energy. Before you do that kind of hospitality work that I do, you'll have the energy that you usually do. But after the hospitality work, especially a 3+ day stint, then it can be really hard to get your energy back. You'll come back feeling so groggy, and in fact you have so much brain fog because you can be fed, fairly well, but the quality of food isn't always the best there. And also you might have sleepless nights. You might have to work until 11 PM sometimes, even beyond midnight on some occasions. And I think that given the amount of work I'd done during May and June, doing the same in July for the first 3 weeks pretty much made me burn out big time. And after my last shift on the 18th of July, I've just been fairly relaxed. I haven't recorded a single video. I'm just using the ones I recorded before I burnt out. But I've been editing, I sure have been. This is the power of batch recording videos, which means you can actually record them before you burn out. And while you are burnt out from presenting like this, like your time block on a live TV show, when it comes up, you have nothing to show for it. And that's why I made all the videos before. So it's very useful that I prepared for moments like this. So after that busy period of work, in the last 12 days since I finished those shifts, I've been cracking on with a bit of editing, and I've batch edited so that my videos can keep coming out while I'm on holiday for the next 2 weeks. I go away tomorrow. It's just being tactical and planning ahead. So I would definitely say overall that I'm out of the work season at the moment and heading into holiday season. Over the next 2 weeks, I'll be exploring the beautiful sunny Granada and then heading off to Turkey, where I will get my scuba diving open water license. I cannot wait. It's just like when I learnt to drive, but this is on a much smaller scale in terms of real life practicality. But it means I can scuba dive for the rest of my life. I'm so happy about that. I'm absolutely buzzing. So I'm sure that August will be the best month of the whole year. It'll have some adventures here and there, but it's not like June where I just had 4 days in Madeira, 2 of which were actual full days of activities. And then after this 2 weeks of holiday I'll have another 5 days in Switzerland and Italy, doing more canyoning, more of the same of what I did in Madeira. The next 2 weeks, I don't have so much of that adventuring going on. I don't have hikes or canyoning going on. I'll just be under the sea. But having a month of no traveling in between 2 months of a fair amount of traveling has been quite serene, to be honest. It's made me focus on my money, focus on my YouTube channel as always, although I have pretty much been burnt out over the last 12 days, and just cracking on with it. Now, do I feel guilty about having not worked well over the past 12 days? Not really. I was pretty much on it for 3.5 months before that, albeit take 2 mini burnout periods in about April and early June. Other than that, I've been pretty on it and going to work. But now I don't have to do shifts anymore for a while. I might do some in September, but it really depends on my university dissertation coursework. Oh yes, that one too. 2 days ago I went to the beach and collected it. So that's the mental hard task, I would say, because it takes a lot of effort to go out there on the beach, collect them, lug around 15 samples, and then on the way back 30 samples. And now they're off in the lab and they're drying out. So I want to showcase that even though the last 12 days have been a burnout period, I still went and got some important tasks done. The university dissertation work is very important. And now all I have to do is go into the lab instead of having to lug around equipment with me all the time. So I feel pretty accomplished with this month. No traveling, hard work, a bit of a burnout period, but I've discussed why that's okay. And I've got absolutely every reason to look forward to the upcoming August. Oh, so many days away. More than half of the month I will spend outside of the UK. I will come back looking like a bronze Greek god, and you can all see that when I next record a video. I'm so excited for the next month, so I'd like to ask you to reflect on your past month. How did it go? How could it have been better? And what will you do to make sure it's even better in August? I'll leave that question to you. Take care and see you in the next video.